Today I will be presenting researched information on the black-tailed prairie dog, whose scientific name is Cinemus ludovicianus. This organism is a part of the kingdom Animalia. The particular black-tailed prairie dogs I observed are located in western North America in the outskirts of Colorado Springs, Colorado, about 8 or so miles east of the city. I chose to study and educate myself about this animal because they are highly populated in my area. I realized they would be effortless to spot, which is beneficial to me. They also have a very interesting form of communication that intrigued me. And to be honest, these prairie dogs are very endearing little creatures, so I knew I would enjoy learning more about them. Obtaining food is a simple process for prairie dogs, since all of what they consume can be found on the ground. As herbivorous creatures, they mostly eat various grasses, different types of plants and roots, and even the occasional bug. Prairie dogs reproduce through copulation. This will usually take place underground in a burrow. Females enter a state of receptivity called estrus once a year, causing males to become territorial and hyperactive. A prairie dog's mating process begins with the sniffing of hindquarters and a kissing motion where they touch noses. Afterwards, the male will chase the female down her burrow and guard her until she alerts him that she is ready. After copulating with a male, a female prairie dog will attempt to find another mate in order to improve her chances of reproducing. Unlike the male, who will have no problem locating another mate, she is usually unsuccessful. Prairie dogs prefer a habitat of flat or short grasslands. Here is where they dig their burrows. Burrows are holes which are dug underground and used as a prairie dog's living space. This image, taken behind my neighborhood, shows several burrows belonging to a town of local black-tailed prairie dogs. This photo displays a close-up external view of a prairie dog's burrow located in the center of flat grassland. The internal view of a burrow can be quite complex. Tunnel systems are developed, complete with a built-in ventilation system. This photo gives an example of two entrances to a burrow that allow for ventilation. One is built higher with a mound surrounding it, while the other is dug at a lower point. This provides a means for air to enter the burrow at the lower entrance and travel until it exits through the higher one. The difference in height and structure of the entrances allows for the creation of a clever ventilation system that removes stale air from the burrow. An interesting behavior these animals possess is their form of communication. Research shows that prairie dogs alter the pitch and frequency of their barks depending on the specific situation. With over 100 different barks, the prairie dog is able to provide warning calls and details about a predator. For example, the size and height of a human, as well as its distance from them. This video displays a lower pitch and frequency of a prairie dog's bark as its description changes. Prairie dogs have a specific bark that serves as a snake alarm. When other members of a prairie dog colony hear this alarm, they too will begin sounding it. Adult prairie dogs will surround the snake until it is forced to retreat. If the snake attempts to escape into a burrow, a prairie dog will then bury it alive. The black-tailed prairie dog is a clever little mammal that enjoys an herbivorous diet. Their burrow is skillfully built to include a ventilation system, and their form of communication within their colonies is like no other. Their intelligence and skillfulness is bound to ensure their survival for years to come.